We expect our technology to constantly evolve. Every few weeks, your phone prompts you to fix glitches and close security loopholes with a software patch. You tap agree without a second thought. But for many of us, our mental operating system hasn't seen an update since we were teenagers, leaving us to navigate a complex world on ancient, glitchy software. Maya is a brilliant manager at a tech company who built her career on being a fast, decisive leader. When she forms an opinion on a strategy or a coworker, she locks it in steel, viewing her absolute conviction as her greatest strength. But lately, her projects are stalling, her team has gone silent, and more adaptive competitors are taking her market share. Maya is trapped in the certainty prison. She uses her knowledge as a shield to defend her ego, rather than a tool to explore new information. In his book, Think Again, Adam Grant argues that the most critical skill for the modern era is the speed at which you can unlearn and rethink. Survival in a shifting environment requires you to abandon the safety of conviction. You have to be willing to crash your outdated mental operating system to make room for something better. Grant explains, we instinctively slip into defensive mindsets. The preacher delivers sermons, protecting their sacred truth. The prosecutor hunts for flaws to win a courtroom battle. The politician swaps opinions for crowd approval. The ultimate upgrade is the scientist, who starts with a hypothesis. In this mindset, you actively look for data that proves you wrong. When a scientist discovers their theory is flawed, they celebrate the discovery, because it means they just got one step closer to reality. By trading a prosecutor's robe for a scientist's lab coat, a leader transforms a mistake into a necessary data point for success. To test our understanding, consider the bicycle experiment. Researchers asked highly intelligent people to draw where the chain and pedals go to make this framework. Most failed. Experts drew chains attached to the front wheel or pedals completely disconnected from the gears. This is the illusion of explanatory depth. Humans often confuse familiarity with a concept for an actual mechanical understanding of how it works. Maya realized her fierce confidence was often just a mask hiding this lack of understanding. She sat her team down and admitted she didn't actually know how a specific system worked. This changed the room's dynamic. Over the next few weeks, her team stopped passively nodding at her and began identifying real structural flaws, leading to more robust innovations that actually addressed the problems they were facing. We are often taught that changing our minds is a sign of weakness or a humiliating defeat for the ego. Elite forecasters and scientists view this differently. They treat discovering a mistake like a software update. If you find out you were wrong today, it means you are less foolish than you were yesterday. To reach this state, you have to separate your past beliefs from your current values. If Maya ties her identity to a specific software choice, a better suggestion feels like an attack. If she ties her identity to the value of efficiency, a better software choice becomes a welcome upgrade. Detaching your ego allows you to master task conflict. Most teams are derailed by relationship conflict, personal clashes based on ego and animosity. Task conflict, however, is a data-driven debate about the best way to solve a problem. It is the fuel for high-performing teams. Maya sparked this by changing her questions. Instead of asking if people agreed with her, she asked them to identify the biggest flaw in her plan that she was missing. When the team knows that tearing apart an idea isn't a personal insult, they can aggressively stress test a strategy to catch catastrophic mistakes before they ever happen. Maya found that by vocalizing what she didn't know, she actually became a more respected leader. Her office transformed into a dynamic workspace where her team felt energized to challenge hypotheses and iterate quickly. Grant's conclusion is simple. If knowledge is power, knowing what we don't know is wisdom. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything else. Stop defending your old software. Treat your life as an endless series of experiments. Smile when you find a bug in your thinking, and give yourself permission to think again.